bells jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey!
Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
I loved it. I love that. Did you just do that?
Yeah, I just put a little thing together. I found it on Instagram on one of the 90-day accounts. Shout out to I want to shout out the account because I follow them on our 90 Day with Nana Instagram, and you guys can follow them too. It is, let's see, guys. They grabbed a screenshot. I think their Instagram is called Your Road, and they got it from the Reddit.
That's too funny.
John NRK or something. Sorry, I apologize. I can't read my own video. So yeah, I saw it on Instagram and I was like, oh, I got to grab that, throw jingle bells underneath it, and make our holiday 90 Day with Nana intro with our girl Darcy. I
was just going to say, oh my gosh. I thought, who is it? And I looked down at the chat and it said Drunk Darcy. I love that. Thank you. You helped me.
Welcome, guys. 90 Day with Nana. It's Monday. Smash that like if you're joining us live. If you're joining us later and you're watching us on the replay, put replay crew down in the comments so we know that you're watching and we can heart your comment and maybe comment back to you. Thank you so much. Let's get our likes up. Let's try to get to 200.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Nana, a little face. Really? What's going on with this hair? Anyway, I love your hair. I like the curls.
Thank you. I didn't brush them.
I like it. I think it looks great on you.
Thank you so much. So yeah, you guys, if you can get our likes up, if you want to share this out, that would be so helpful, sharing on your social media. We appreciate you guys. If you want to support the channel, you can join our YouTube membership. We have one tier, and then you can join Patreon if you want to. Patreon.com/Joleen Lunzer. We do have exclusive content for both. Me and Nana just did our first trivia night.
That was fun.
She was here. That was fun, wasn't it?
I had a really good time, and I did have a little trouble sending the winners out. I sent them to the two Tracys, okay?
Okay.
And then Ashley, I made it go to your address, and that's goofy. So I'm going on tonight because it just showed me what I did wrong. And I'm going on tonight and sending Ashley out here. So you'll have an extra pack there.
That I got to send out.
Well, you can just hang on to it.
Got it.
For the next one.
We have our little, okay. We do have our things screwed up. So let me bump you out, Nana, and then add you back. And now we're in our normal spots. People were getting freaked out.
Oh, okay. I just thought what happened? Okay, where am I?
I think because when I'm at your house, I use my StreamYard account and I go live. So you're always, I think, logged into my StreamYard. So if you get here and I bump you up first, it's like that's how you're able to like see stuff, and you're like, Joe, your Facebook is not connected. You got to reconnect it. You know, you're able to see things.
How do you like me so far? I'm trying so hard to get this camera to work. Was I? Oh, see, now I messed it.
Well, now we're going to be playing with this. Oh, that looks nice. Very nice, Nana. Good job. Better? As you can see, Nana's back in Minnesota. We had a wonderful 9 days together. I begged her to stay longer. She said, I don't like you and I don't want to stay anymore. She didn't say that, but I do always beg her to stay more and stay longer. And she says, I have to get home. And I say, for what? You're retired. But apparently she has to put her tree up or something. So Nana has a life too. That's the point.
I haven't done my tree yet. And the kids are coming over on Saturday. I did call them. I talked to you earlier today. I called them and Sarah goes, you really want them Saturday? I go, yeah, and overnight, because I thought Dad and I will get the tree up. We'll get the lights on it. And then the kids can help us decorate because it does take some time.
It does.
And they do like it. And weren't they so excited? They showed us their tree today and their stockings. Yeah. Oh my gosh. You know, it just,
They decorated their tree. They decorated a tree here with me. So far I have 2 trees up. I'm going to put a third one back here. It's still sitting there, Nana. And Chel's like, when are we putting that tree up? I'm like, we're going to get to it. Cause I returned from PTO at work today. Obviously I was out. I took the days off when Nana and the kids were here, and I had immediate, just like meeting, warning, Will Robinson.
And I so appreciate you taking that time off with us, because we
Yeah.
had a great time. I didn't think I was really tired after the trip until I was changing my bedding today, and I took the sheets off and I was getting the new sheets back on, and I said, "Oh, damn, I'm tired." So I went to lay down and I slept for 3 hours. I had 2 people call me during that time.
Damn,
And I
Nana.
haven't changed that darn ringer yet. You know, those big gong bells. Gong.
Yeah, Nana's
gong.
like gong, gong, gong. Like it's just the biggest, not pretty church bells, just like the church bells when maybe you're late. Like, get in here. Jesus is pissed. You know, that's Nana's ringtone. So every time we'd go somewhere, she also doesn't know how to put her phone on silent, you guys. I kid you not. I had to grab her phone when we were places and just turn the thing off on the side, because it would go ding dong, get in here.
But what I would do is just turn the volume down. I thought that was good enough. Then she showed me this little teeny switch. Now, not many people.
You don't think many people know about that?
Well, they couldn't find it. You know, it's so tiny, and you take a fingernail. Oh, and by the way, I had my nails done. Hello. I'd get my feet up here if I could, but
I made Nana. I said, I'm buying you a mani-pedi.
It was so nice.
My lady. And she goes, oh, no, I just need my pedi. I go, you need a mani too. You need it.
Yeah, they do. They look like 12-year-old nails.
Yourself.
I mean, I say 12, but, you know, like 8-year-old nails. It just wasn't, they weren't nice. And I just keep looking at them. And on the way home on the airplane, Lucy grabs my hand, says, those are the nicest I've ever seen your nails. I went, wow, thanks, honey.
Normally they look like the garden.
And Amy's saying, Nana, I'm glad your bush didn't die while you're gone. No, it was thriving without me.
Update on your giant bush.
Well, it is very nice. It will be flowering for Christmas. It hasn't even started budding yet, but it will flower for
Christmas miracle.
It is the Christmas miracle. I truly can't say enough about how nice you and Chell treated us. And we just felt so, well, we did. We just felt so at ease. And I got up this morning. I thought, I have to go to Starbucks for I always call it my black coffee with cream. But no, so I made my Folgers, and life is good.
Yes, good to get that Nana Bush update. We also got the Nana Folgers update. I was treating Nana. I would get Starbucks. I like to get Starbucks. You guys know I like to get Starbucks. It became my obsession just recently. And I would pick up Nana her Pike coffee with a little bit of cream. And I have some pretty good beans here myself that I have a grinder and stuff. I don't know if that's what you call it. But Nana said, oh, no. Where's the Folgers? Where's my homie Folgers? And I tried to get her into the good beans. And she said, Folgers. So did you leave it here? Do we have a lot of Folgers here?
Yeah, you do. But, you know,
should have taken it.
John might drink it, honey, if you put it maybe in the refrigerator to keep it. Oh, he does. Oh, never mind.
Yeah. So we have a lot of Folgers. If any elderly people would like to visit, I am stocked full of Folgers. All I need now is some half and half. And then I'll be.
You could send it in a baggie, like you're sending some illegal something, a baggie. Okay. Or, I mean, you could, but it would cost a small fortune to send, because I got the big one because we had gone to Costco.
We had fun at Costco.
Oh, I love Costco.
Oh, did we have fun? We did so much. When are you going to come back, Nana?
Honey, I don't know, but I was thinking about that too, because Frankie told his mom today, we're going back this weekend.
Yeah, little 4-year-old Frankie's like, when don't I have school, Joleen? And I go, well, on the weekends. All right, I'll be back on the weekends. And then we talked to him today, like Nana said, and he goes, I'm going back on the weekend, Mom. Get the ticket. Like,
oh, he was so much fun. At the airport, we're walking through, and he's screaming, why do we have to pee again? I go, Frankie, shh. I said, we're going to go into the bathroom, and we're going to go before we get on the plane. We can just try. Oh. So he's standing there in the line of women going, I'll try. He goes, the men's is there. And I go, yeah, but you're a small person, so you're going to come with Nana.
Yes.
You know? And so he understood that. So I'm trying to, because an airport is very frightening place, I think, when you have two little kids and you're alone.
Yes.
The only reason is everything that's happening in our world right now. So you're waiting for me to get that in, weren't you? Okay.
Yeah.
So I put, Lucy goes, I'm here, Nana. I'm right here. I'm going right in this one. And then 3 doors down, Frankie went in there. And I says, okay, Frankie, you go here. Lucy, go here. And I stood by Frankie's door and I held the door so he wouldn't lock it.
Because he locked himself in the bathroom at my house when he was here. And Uncle Chell had to get out the
screwdriver and a butter knife.
Get him out. He goes, I'm locked in. I needed privacy.
I needed privacy. Help.
Oh
so
my God.
he's in there, and a woman comes up to me and says, are you waiting for the stall? The one next to Frankie. I said, no, my grandson's in here. I'm just waiting for him. And as I'm saying that, he's crawling out underneath the door on the floor and goes, here I am, Nana. I go, well, honey, you could open the door. No, you were holding it. It was just, okay.
I think it's that age. Kids love climbing on dirty floors when you're out in public. So we had to make up a little saying when we went to stores, because Frankie will just drop to the floor and climb around and crawl around. And I said, if you go on the floor, and they would have to repeat, we have to leave the store. So that's what.
Now let's say it again.
If you go on the floor, we have to leave
the store. Yeah,
so
they like that.
I'd see Frankie kind of getting down. I go, Frankie, if we go on the floor, he goes, we got to leave the store. And I go, yeah, we got to leave the store because it's just too dirty, And so I don't know if I'm going to give the kids complexes or what, but they sure love the damn floor.
They love being with you. They love being with Chell. We had the girls' day, the mani-pedi, and then Chell had taken Frankie, and they went and had a hamburger, and they went to the park.
Yeah.
And they went to a store. So they had drew. He likes to draw with Chell. My favorite was when Chell looked at Frankie and he goes, Frankie, are you writing on the walls? Because he started that here and he never did it before. And I saw red crayon going down my walls, down my steps. And he goes, how did you know it was me? And Chell says, the way you make your F's.
Yeah, you're the only one putting F's all over the walls for Frank. Yeah, he drew on the walls, the coffee table, and who was it, you, Nana, that said, God, if I would have done that at my age, I wouldn't have got all this support, because me and Uncle Chell were like, well, those are very nice pictures. You did a very nice job. We told him he did good art, but the art doesn't belong there. We didn't yell at him.
No, we didn't get that. Are you kidding? Mom would throw us a rag and go, clean that up.
He didn't even have to clean it up. We cleaned it up.
I know.
Because I could tell he felt bad.
He did.
My
favorite is, how did you know it was me? Okay, well.
Yeah. Well, you put F's everywhere, and Lucy's 7 and wouldn't do that. But then Nana told me that when you were getting on the plane with Lucy, like we always walk them in the airport. We bring them right up to the gate. I film it, going to put on my vlog. Make sure you subscribe, Joleen Vlogs. We're like 100 subscribers, a little over 100 away from 1,000, which is really cool, because then we can monetize. But I don't think I have the watch hours, but who cares? Just hitting 1,000 is cool. And I video them, and I'm doing little vlogmases, and that I'll be putting out. And Lucy turned to Nana and said, what'd she say, Nana?
She goes, I just love her so much. I just don't want to leave. And then she starts to cry, and I'm holding her, going, it's okay. It's okay. You can cry, I know you're sad. And, she wants to see her mom and dad, and she wants to see her puppies, but she hates leaving. And that's
I love that she said, I just love her so much, because it's how I feel about her and Frank every time they leave, and Nana. And I watch them walk away, and Chell's like, you can be okay. But the best thing is when you first come. The worst is when you leave. But I do like now Chell knows that that's going to be my sad day. So it's basically, I kind of play up the sadness, I'll be honest, because I was sad. For sure. But I played it up because he was like, well, I'll make you whatever you want for dinner. I'll rub your feet. Maybe I'll watch Housewives with you. We'll do something fun. And so I could almost act like I'm sick. Oh, I'm sick with sadness because my family's gone. Oh, I need my back scratched too, in addition to my foot rub. Can you get the lotion? Like, I really play it up. I'm like, oh, can you watch this horrible show I love that you hate with me? Thank you so much.
Not my girl.
Oh, I need a snack. I need a treat.
it just is, it's a little tough going after leaving like that. And I can see you, and we're waving.
Mhm.
And then we get in through where I have to explain that I have artificial hips. I have to go through here, but I'm alone with the kids.
Nana's
So
the Terminator.
then they get the security over, and then they go, we're
Mhm.
going to take the kids right here so you can see us. I said, okay. And they stand there and they go, Nana? I go, yep, it's okay. You can stand right there with this gentleman. And so I go in, and you do the, with your hands and stuff and stand in that booth. And then it had taken them a while to get a security person over to help
Mhm.
us. Other
Okay.
people were going ahead. And all our stuff was being pushed down the conveyor belt. And I got down to we went through and everything and went to the conveyor belt, and my big green bag is missing with my purse.
Oh,
And so
no.
I was just panicking. I said, I got luggage that's gone here. It took us a
Uh-oh.
while here. And they said, ma'am, I got it over here. It was flagged.
They said, ma'am, you're overreacting. You have all the shampoo bottles full size in your carry-on, ma'am. What are you doing? I got a discount on herbal essence at the Costco.
I had a little one of
Drugs.
Lucy's, I had a little
Heroin.
drugs.
What'd you have?
But I had Lucy's
Jolene.
little bottle full of water, and they go, we're gonna have to test this.
Oh, no.
And I
Nana, you're
said,
trying to blow up the plane. Stop it, Nana.
I said, you would just throw it. It's just her water. I forgot to dump it before I came
They're
in.
like, oh, no.
So that's what that flagged. So we tried to get through, but then we got a treat. We sat down,
Mhm.
then it was time to go potty again. And
Again.
then we waited, and we just go. We don't wait for our zone to be called. I'm learning this as I travel
You
with
can
the
go when you
kids.
have kids. Yep. Mhm.
I just went ahead, and it's much nicer.
People would
And
prefer it because, getting kids settled, takes a while, and people are very impatient on planes, especially
yes,
when you're exiting, but even when you're entering.
they can
So
be.
I think people would prefer that because then the people that are in a hurry for some reason to sit in your seat for longer, I like to wait till the last minute unless I'm flying Southwest
When
and I
it's just
didn't.
me, I'm with
Yeah,
you, honey. When it's
exactly.
just
The
me
last
or it's
minute
just
I have
me
to
and
get on
dad,
there.
I wait.
Mhm.
And we wait to the
Yeah.
bitter end.
Those
'Cause
people that
what's
rush up, you know what the number one thing that pisses me off? I did
which
a
one?
don't be a dick about it years ago. Here's my thing, okay? Everybody take note of this, screen grab it, share it on social media, do your thing, okay? Plane etiquette 101. Just simple human etiquette 101. You're on a plane, right? You're in the
Yes.
back of the plane, and you get
Yes.
the front of the plane. It exits out first row, second row, third, like
Yes.
church, like
Just
church
like
used to.
I told the kids just like that. They looked
What?
at me like, what?
Why is everyone from the back rushing the frick up? And you're like, excuse me, breathing down your neck during a panic-hookin'. It's going to take us longer to get off the, well, I got to go. Everyone's got to go. Everyone's got to
Everybody
go.
has to, right. Everybody has to
And
leave.
then when they have close flights where people are going to, when they say, hey, if you're on a flight coming up, let those people off first. Some of them bastards aren't on the flight that they're about to miss. For some reason, people are so in a hurry to get off the
Oh,
damn plane. And I'm like, if we just went row by row, starting with row 1, there's the organization. But they push up and then you got to get in there. And I'm aggressive. Okay. I will, if someone's, I know it's hard to believe. If someone's really pushing, Chell will wait till the end. I'm like, oh no, this dude, this chick, this isn't happening. I will body check someone if I have to. It is the principle. Okay. Especially, and you got older people. If you see a woman and kids or gentlemen and children or an older person, they're struggling together, seat, don't run
yes.
past them. Stop the line and say, that's why you go
That's right.
row by
By
row, you
row.
assholes. Okay, that's it. That's my TED Talk.
And they were
That's my
really
TED
good
Talk.
about the row by row. And these
Mhm.
gentlemen that were sitting kitty corner behind us, they came up to me and they said, I just want to tell you kids that you were the best behaved kids I've ever seen on a plane. Now, your grandma, not so much, they said, but you guys, you guys were the best. And they gave them knuckles. So I thought that was really cute.
Oh, that is cute. Well, they are the best. They are the best. So now we are back. Yes, body check if necessary, you guys. I mean, I know we're not supposed to touch each other. It's a panic cooking, but it's like, get off of my ace. All right. You're behind. You're in the seat.
You're
That's just how it
behind.
is. It has nothing to do. I'm not trying to be classist, But the first row goes, second row goes, third row goes, fourth row, all the way to the back. Then we all get off in a timely manner. We can help each other if someone has a problem with their bag. Wouldn't that be a novel idea
Wow.
to help
Wow.
someone? You
I
ass
thought
wipes.
for sure you would mention when we first got there. I thought you were going to say that little story. When you
What?
helped us in
Okay.
with our bags and we
I didn't
walked
help you.
up. Yes, you did. Yeah, we all carried a
In the
bag in,
airport?
or yes.
Oh, I thought you meant in the house. Okay, in
Oh,
the airport.
no.
Yes.
No. And we went up to the Sun Country person, and I like Sun Country.
Oh, you guys, Nana almost got slapped by the Sun. This Sun Country representative was about to go ham on Nana, and Nana didn't do anything wrong. So we all walk up, like Nana said, and because we want to help her because she's traveling alone with 2 kids. They got a lot of bags. They got extra stuff because we gave the kids presents and stuff. So we get up to the representatives. Granted, it's a Sunday, but it's the Palm Springs airport. So it's always relatively chill compared. But I do understand that these people deal with some horseshit people.
Oh,
But
most
Nana
definitely.
walks up and she's like, hi, da, da, da. The lady's just, and there's a group of them, but the main lady's just grabbing her stuff, looking. She's like, ma'am, you cannot have an exit row. You have children. And I'm thinking, Nana booked an exit row? Nana wouldn't do that. She travels with these kids all the time. Nana's like, no, I didn't. Yeah, you did, ma'am. Yeah, you did. And Nana was like, no, I didn't. She goes, oh, no, you didn't. And I go,
No,
wow, you
but
really wanted to come at her.
But before
before
when
that-
she said that, I said, I'd like to come right over the counter on you. Then I thought, oh, I better shut my mouth. I said, I did not book an exit row with children. Look again.
Yeah.
But she was arguing with me back and forth. And then finally she looked at it and went, oh.
There. No, she got mad at you for something else you didn't do too.
Yeah, well, she said, because you two were standing behind me.
Mm.
And she said, I only have 3 tickets here. I said, yes, the 2 children and myself.
Oh, yeah,
my
she saw me
daughter and her husband helped us in with our baggage.
I mean, we understand, like, it's the holidays, you're working, a lot of these customers are assholes, but come on. So Nana did assert herself, but she did it in a way where she took the blame. She was like, oh, I was going to come, because you just explained it like I said I was going to go over the thing. That's not how it happened. What happened was I said, wow, you really wanted to come at her, to the lady, about you. I was like, you were really looking for something to be mad about. And you took that on yourself, and you said,
I thought you meant,
yeah, I was going to go over the thing.
I thought you meant because I said, I'm coming over the top. And then I thought, no, this is an airline. You don't say that. Okay.
No, and you would never. But you took it upon yourself to put the blame on you. And I finally had to go, no, Nana, she wants to go ham on you. And the lady, she never really apologized. She was like, oh, yeah.
No.
Just moved on. So we were like, okay, well, God bless. Have a great day. Bless your heart, dear. But I understand, you do have bad days, but she really was like, no, you booked an exit row. I'm like, didn't I go? And I said, Nana, you can't book an exit row because you have to save people's lives. You have to agree to, even though half those people, they ain't going to save anybody's life.
I totally understand that. Mm-hmm. And I looked at the ticket and I looked at the chart from the airplane. I know exactly. I always try to book the same row going out as I do coming back, because then I can remember.
Yes.
And I said, no, I have 25 A, B, and C. I already know where I'm at.
It's like, those kind of things are not worth reporting, because it is probably like BB is saying, you have such people who are so shitty to people in customer service. Unfortunately, those of us who aren't, we might get it taken out on us sometimes. But
sometimes
it might happen sometimes. But I would say if she was like, you this, but she realized she was out of line, and then we kind of all made it a joke instead of making it.
Yeah, and I've always had nice, good luck and wonderful employees at Sun Country. I love Sun Country. I love Delta. I like both.
They don't sponsor us. We don't give up about Sun Country until you give us money. I've given you so much money. You guys used to serve whole hamburgers, cheeseburgers on your flights. Now I can barely fit my knees in the seat. So I don't give up about Sun Country.
Okay.
Or any of you airlines.
Well, we got to purchase some pretzels.
That's the thing. Frankie. They don't give you drinks anymore.
Is the lady with the drinks coming? He's just, so well traveled. Is the lady with the drinks coming? I says, pretty soon, honey. well, what should I have? And so I tell him what he could have. I think I'll have some orange juice. So the woman came, looked at me, and said, "Can I help you?" And Frank says, "I'll take an orange juice." And she goes, "Oh, okay. Would you like ice?" "Yes, please." So
Oh, that was
did
so
really good.
great. Sun Country's an airline. I think they're based out
Oh,
of
I'm sorry.
Minneapolis.
Yes,
A
yes. I'm sorry.
Minnesota
I always
company.
think, everybody should
Mhm.
know this, and they shouldn't, because they don't go into every
No.
airport. Sun Country's a little smaller airplane, I believe, of smaller airlines, I
They go
should
quite
say.
a few places in the US, but it's based out of Minnesota, I think, originally.
Yes,
And it's
yes.
just something that, like, if you're a Minnesotan, Midwesterner, you take your Sun Country flights to at one time it was like Vegas or
Vegas,
Cancun.
Laughlin,
Yeah,
Cancun. There you go.
Cancun. There you go. You go to Mexico, one city, and 2 cities in
And I like Delta
Nevada.
too, but Delta's tickets were quite high, and we were just looking for
They're
the
all
best
high.
the best price we could during a holiday like that.
Yeah, they're all ridiculous. Also, when we were getting our pedicure, something funny I told Nana, because Nana, she doesn't go get her nails done as much as I do. And I noticed they put me and Nana next to each other when we got the pedicures. We made an appointment, but there was a lady in between us and Lucy.
Yeah, I was a
That was
little
it was a little weird, but we just watched the whole time. We're like, Lucy, we're like, okay, we're real close to her. But then the woman that was doing her toes, she totally upsold Lucy because everyone assumes when we go somewhere that I'm Lucy's mom and Frank's mom because when it's
yes.
just
Oh,
me and them,
yes.
So they look to me for like when we go to restaurants, what would they like to drink? And I would be proud to have those kids. So I was like, oh, they'll have this. You know what I mean? So it's easier than
Yes.
explaining I am their aunt. I don't say I'm their mother. I'm not that creepy, but it is a compliment that they would think I would birth such adorable children. So which is also creepy because they're my brother's children. But you know what I'm saying. My sister-in-law is beautiful. Okay. And the lady looked at Lucy, didn't check with me, and she goes, "Would you like flowers?" Now, if you ask a 7-year-old girl if she wants flowers on her
Right.
nails, artwork, they're going to say yes. So she said yes. Didn't even look over, and Lucy looks at me, but the lady didn't look over. And I'm thinking, you just upsold my niece. I didn't say anything because my idea is like, if I'm going and I'm treating my niece and my mom to manicure pedicure, they can get what they want. But it's also like, for some people, they might not want to pay the extra, but then you got to be the bad guy and tell the 7-year-old, you can't have flowers. They're extra. They're $5 extra every one she draws on your nails. She drew like 2 on her fingers and 2 on her toes. So that's 4 $5 flowers on her tiny nails. And I'm, looking at like, is she going to ask me? And she never asked me. Of course, I never said anything. And Lucy doesn't know. She's like, I'll have all the flowers. I'm surprised
I
lady didn't go, you want one on every finger?
I didn't know either. I just thought, oh gosh, I would have had that. Anybody ask me? But no,
Right?
I mean, I thought it was really cute, and I had no idea till we were leaving, till you told me that, and I went, oh,
Yeah. You want diamonds? And then it was funny though, because
yes, I
people
do.
are trying to get their money, but I was like, you probably might want to ask the adults that the children come with, because the children are always going to say yes. But what if they were on a strict budget and they couldn't afford it? They were going to get the nails because that shit's expensive, but
It
since I
is.
don't have a kid, when I do have my niece and nephew, I just spoil the shit out of them. But for parents that have to do stuff regularly for their kid and pay for them, they're not going to always want the flowers. So
Well, and I was excited because Jolene and I and Lucy, we
it's a
went out
dirty trick.
shopping. Yeah, that is a dirty trick, BB, you're right.
Yes,
When we
that's
go
what the
out
ghetto call.
shopping and we got to go to the outlet mall, I love that mall. It's a beautiful mall outside. And that's when you got your Betsy Ross purses.
Yeah, when I
Um,
got my Kate Moss bags,
yes.
my
Yeah,
Kate
what was it?
Blanchard,
Oh, yeah. Oh, I never remember the names. But anyway,
the Star
first
Spangled Banner.
first
Mhm.
time I've ever been in a store like that. Okay.
Mhm.
And they're beautiful purses.
Mhm.
But I never spend that kind of money on a purse. Okay. I just don't for myself. But
Mhm.
I was so happy that you love this so much. And I got your Christmas gifts done. I thought,
Yes.
yes.
That was so nice of you, Nana. I went to the dentist today. Oh shit. Oh, that's just my remote. And I rock my little Kate Spade when I go to run errands, and just,
I
such
love
a
it.
good everyday purse. I love it. And then
I
my
love the
pink one,
color. I love the
right? The
color.
cranberry.
Yes.
So yeah, we were having fun just going, did you get a new purse? I got a new purse. And I used to just only rock Adidas bags, but now ever since I've gotten into the Kate Spade, I always got something I get into, and I very much want a collection of them. Very
And
nice.
and it's a nice gift, and was sure easy for me and Dad for Christmas going, hey, here's your gift. Loved it.
Yeah. Nana does have a Coach purse. She loves Coach purses, but she always wins them at Purse Bingo. She goes to something called Purse Bingo. Well, she used to.
I
And
used to.
you play bingo and you lose a lot more money than what a Kate Spade purse costs. So I think it's funny that she's like, I would never pay that on a purse, but it's like, I'm going to have this longer than you're going to have bingo or be at a slot machine. You know what I mean? So it's not the worst.
No, I'm not
investment.
saying that. I'm just saying that the last time we went to Coach Bingo, they call it.
Yep.
And Dad went with, and he won. And he goes, go pick out a purse. So I was all excited. So I thought, okay.
That's so funny that they do Purse Bingo. Didn't you get a Michael Kors one on Purse Bingo too?
No,
I didn't. Bar?
No, they're all Coach bags.
Is it at a bar? Do they have a deal with Coach?
Yes.
How is this working? Are they real Coach purses?
They
some
are
kind of underground?
No, they are. They
purse?
have it. You know, they're the same people that do the meat raffles and the Coach purses. And
get a meat raffle or a Coach purse. You can get a rack of ribs and a Coach purse.
And the pull tabs.
Raffle.
Only in Minnesota and pull tabs. So one-stop shop.
It's the one kind of bingo I would actually probably like to play. But yeah, Nana does like
it is fun.
Coach purses. Brooke says, I love pocketbook bingo. Oh, they call it pocketbook bingo.
Oh, I like that. I like that. That's cute.
If we ever go on the road, Nana, we should do a purse bingo as part of our gig, our shtick. You know?
Oh, you're too funny. So if Ashley's on here and I mentioned it before, I did send out the 2 Tracy's their gift for winning trivia. So I just have to do Ashley now, and Ashley Fletcher, I will get yours.
She might not want her last name said.
Ashley F. Sorry, I did that wrong. I'm sorry.
Any information sent to us, immediately delete and don't call people.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
I'm so sorry.
We know you didn't mean it. Nobody knows who it is. Okay. At the Rella says, did you get a new dentist? Bigger question. I did. Same office building, but a new dentist. So I now have a woman dentist that Chell had and a woman hygienist, and went to her today, the hygienist. And got I'm getting a deep cleaning on one, deep cleaning on another. And they say, you should do deep cleanings more than I ever knew you should. And you should get cleanings every 3 months. I thought it was every 6 months.
Oh.
So yeah, I had this whole side numb. And then I go back on the 17th for this. But it didn't take long. It was like a half hour.
Oh, that's not bad. That's
clean.
Not bad.
And they put an antibiotic in like a pocket socket I had a little bigger than they liked. God, all these things you learn as you get older. You're like, you could have bone loss. I'm like, I brush and floss. They're like, yeah, but they're now again. I asked the lady what that creepy dentist had told me. Where you take the gum picks that we got at Costco and you put a little bit of hydrogen peroxide on them, and then you put them just after you brush, after you floss for the night. You just put it a little bit in like the lining of your gums in between your teeth.
Is that a true thing?
Yeah, she said it was true. She goes, it'll help just kind of repair the gum. Like you can't get any bone loss back. I remember the guy. Remember I was telling you the guy, and he was like, "You're so pretty. I mean, how are you gonna date if you lose, your gum?
Shut up,
use
pal.
bone or something." And I was like,
"Oh, you just wonder because you go, listen, buddy, the only bone you're worried about is not in my mouth." Okay.
I wouldn't put your bone in my mouth if you were the last dentist who could save my missing bones. No, apparently, yeah. This side has a little bit in one of the gum, a little bit of bone loss. And I was like, what? Okay. Like, that's what happens. Like, so they put an antibiotic thing and it can build up the gum tissue more, but you can never repair. Because he was talking about, if you don't do this, you could get sunken face. I'm like, bro.
Oh, shut up.
Bro.
Now, give me a color. Give me a color. Is this
that
good?
One. Yeah.
All right.
Did you not have your light on?
I forgot to turn my light on. I thought, why do I look so dark and creepy? I know. I'll turn my light on.
My gosh. Speaking of dark and creepy, let's talk about this 90-day fiance. The Other Way, season 3, tell all / finale, they call it.
Oh, I want to say I really like this. I like the tell all. And I usually like that. What's her name? Shauna?
Sean. Jeez, Nana.
I do. I always Shauna.
She's only been the host forever.
I really like her, but I think they were having some technical difficulties in the beginning, lining things up, and it took too long, I thought. like they kept
They
going,
always
oh,
do that. They always go, oh, everyone's got to see each other. And it's never really that interesting. Let's just get to the meat and potatoes, put them next to
yes.
each other, and let's go. But this was the way I looked, like Sean did, at a lot of this tell-all, because holy shit, Steven is the creepiest guy next to Big Ed we have seen on this
Oh,
damn show. This guy
oh, he
gives
needs,
me Harvey Weinstein, gives me all the yucky
he's
vibes.
the
I was
worst.
sharing stuff on our 90 Day with Nana Instagram today from other accounts, and just how he's like kind of like a religious groomer, and he's a hypocrite, and he's gross, and he's listen, if you want to have a threesome, because that's what he said, he divulged
I
information. We'll
know.
just go right into Steven right away.
Let's go
I
right to
want to
Steven.
roast this
He
bitch
was
up.
so bad. He was
So
so
bad.
bad.
So apparently he has not changed at all, Avi.
At all.
He and Alina was joining from afar because she couldn't get her visa to travel. So he's talking still to women, I believe 9 to be exact, who have now let
9.
Alina know. And he said, well, they're sending me sexy stuff like titties, and I'm sending them messages back that say, not, just a selfie, and then like my tongue out and going, I wish I knew what to do with this because it's long. And then he smirked like a serial killer. And I don't think I've ever
Gross.
wanted to punch anyone more in a very, very long time. And what I think is happening is these women are setting him up because
I hope
everyone
so.
hates him, because nobody really wants to bang him.
Oh my God. Who would? Did you see him?
Would.
Did
I
you
mean,
see
his
him?
ex came and she was beautiful, and I don't understand that, but we'll get to that. But I think they just want to wake Alina up, because I think women are trying to do her a favor all over the country, even by sending maybe stock photos of someone's titties or maybe their own titties, and which is the Lord's work. That's more with the Book of Mormon than he's ever done. And so then to just tell her so that they have proof, and 9 people. And then he goes on to say, I feel like I've had to repress my sexuality.
I know, it's like, stop it.
And
nobody
I want to have a threesome. And I told Alina, which then I'm like, God, Alina, that's why you should never get married this young, because the stuff, you take the, things they say. And when she said,
no,
I'm going to stay with them, we're going to go to therapy. Honey, you don't need therapy. He needs therapy. He needs to be unconditioned from whatever weird thing. Some people were saying he might have some kind of personality disorder. He just does not.
No, he doesn't have a personality. No.
Yes, that's the disorders, the lack thereof, and the lack of empathy for others. And he just wants to, go around and shoot his shot into anyone that'll let him. But my question is, he can want a threesome. Is that in the Book of Mormon? Because she can't have rosé, but he can have a threesome?
I know.
Did Joseph Smith approve that? I mean, I know that certain areas of Mormonism let you have
it was
multiple
so bad.
wives, but threesomes?
I liked when he said to Sean, could you start with someone else? And
you don't make the rules,
you don't make the rules. She's starting with you because she knows what a train wreck you are.
This guy, it'll come out. It's Big Ed vibes. I'm sure he sent lots of like phishing messages out to women. They all have some kind of, he either's trying to get them into his religion for some control thing, or like his ex who came on the show, she had religious trauma and he played off that to get in her pants, only then to lie to her and cheat on her. Bro, just don't get married. Don't say you're an active Mormon, just like Corey said. I mean, you made Corey make sense. You're such an idiot.
Really did. He did. Corey made sense. Corey said,
you are an active Mormon and someone who's practicing if you're doing the exact opposite, you sick F-U-C-K. And we learned, though, that Armando was raised Mormon, and obviously Corey being Mormon. And they were both like, you are using your religion to be a hypocrite and to manipulate women. And we see it. And it's gross.
It was gross. And when he's just flipping his hair around and stuff, cut that hair. You look like crap with that hair.
Look like a walking STD, you sick, twisted, tiny man. We're going to hear women are going to come out longer that TLC keeps a relationship with this dipshit. the more women are going to come out and say, oh, yeah, he sent message to me. And let me tell you, I saw someone post this, and this is my biggest fear. You ready, Nana? This is all alleged, my opinion. But I fear that this dipshit, as he gets older, the age of ladies he likes will not. I fear we're going to have kind of a job, or whatever that Duggar guy's name is, who's now in the, he's being charged with horrific things. So he's just so freaking creepy. We've had enough creepy men.
I know, and he's the worst. The only good thing that he was wearing was the socks. He had some really cute striped socks, but that was it. That was it. That was it. And it just, he's such a kid. He comes in, sits on the chair, starts bouncing on the chair, going, wow, these are real bouncy. And the look on Kenny's face when he's sitting there, Kenny kept looking at him like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding?
The voice of reason in this entire tell-all.
I love him. We are not going to see another one. We are not going to see another tell-all. This was one and only. But they could have stretched it all. They could have stretched this one out. They could have. I really feel they could have.
I thought they could have too, stretched it out a little bit. But yeah, Kenny was just like, is this dude serious? I mean, this is the what's his face? Steven with a V is the type of dipshit who always has dribble pee on his pants. Like, he's the one, he doesn't shake, he doesn't clean it up. I guarantee he doesn't wash his hands, definitely not between the fingers. This is the kind of guy that's diddling himself on the bus. This is what's going on with this kind of guy. This kind of guy is the creepy guy who colors on the bus while touching his wiener. I'm just saying, allegedly.
I love Kenny. I love Kenny. I just, and I like that him and Armando throughout this whole thing, they're the two that we were rooting for, I believe.
Yes.
And Armando is set, kind of in stone about not adopting a child, but he wants one of his blood.
Yes. I kind of get where Armando, the more I thought about it, is coming from, because Kenny is older, and I think he loves him so much. And also he said culturally too, in Mexico, of just having your own baby versus adoption, do
you think that's real? Do you think that's true?
I don't know. I can only go by what he says. I don't know. I don't live in Mexico, but I mean, I would hope they would adopt, but if they're not going to, they're not going to. But I kind of see why, because Kenny's older. He loves him so much. He wants a piece of him. You know what I mean? Most likely, not to be morbid, but he's going to die before Kenny. And they want a family. He has a part of him. Well, not always, but I mean, I'm just saying, Armando's
I don't know.
So I can see that. But I do wish that they would adopt, because after they went to that orphanage, I'm like, can you adopt all those babies, please? All those kids.
They're just such beautiful kids out there that need a home. The idea of adopting, I really would like that. I don't know. I would love that. And his son is Kenny's son is so open. He says, whatever makes them happy, whatever makes them happy. I don't care if they adopt. I don't care if they do the in vitro or,
The daughters, not so much. Daughters said they just don't want him to have a new baby at 60 because they feel like it's starting over, and it's creepy for them because then the grandchildren will be older than his child, which, part of me can understand that, because it does kind of go against what we're expected to, how a family should go. But I do think there's going to come a point where they're going to have to pull back and just get over it, because they're going to do what they want to do.
I think so too. And I think daughters are more caring.
Don't you say it. Don't you say nothing about daughters, Nana.
No, I'm a daughter. I get that. Where my brother would be more, my own brother would be more like, yeah, whatever you think is right. Where I would always have an opinion on things.
I feel like that's my brother too. He has more. He has an opinion, but he's more. I think he would be okay with this, and I would probably be the one that's like, well. But now you've said your piece. They're going to do what they want to do. You have to accept it. Your dad loves you so much. I do think, like I said before, it has more to do with how far Kenny lives away from his kids. Yes. And if they actually lived near him and he was in the States, I don't think they'd care as much. But I think this is just compounding on top of the fact that they miss him and the distance.
Yes, that is. It's very hard. And his kids, they're all beautiful. And I don't know. But Jacqueline is saying Kenny's daughters are acting like babies over a baby. And they kind of are, especially the one, not the curly haired one, but the other one.
Bit.
Yes.
Yeah. A little bit. I mean, if the son's reacting the way he's reacting, like we got all kind of just go with what they want. This is what your dad chose, but I think it's hard for them to hear that, because that's been their only parent, and they've maybe been like, you know, spoiled with his attention. Not saying that's a bad thing. It's a great thing to have the attention of your father. So now that he's found someone to really settle down with, they're afraid that that's going to replace their family. And despite being grown women, they're still afraid of that, because now they have kids and they're planning to have kids, and grandkids are coming, and they don't want to be forgotten about because they love their dad so much. But
yeah, so
if
that
you love
all in
him,
all, it's a good thing,
and you have a good relationship with Armando, you should let them kind of live their life now, because you know, this is, if it was a negative thing, but it's not. It's a nice thing. Thank you, Shane, for the first super chat of the live. Hi, Nana.
Hi, Shane. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes.
Now, this is a little off of the 90-day. I'll just mention it, because why do I ask? Brian Christopher was at Hinckley, Minnesota this weekend, and Linda, producer Linda, got to go up and be part of the group pull, and she got to talk to Brian. So that was nice.
Well, thanks for sharing that, Nana.
Thank you, because she mentioned me, and he says, "Is Nana here?" No, she's where you live.
She's in Minnesota, but thank God she's not where Alina is, because
don't you just can you imagine Alina's mom watching this going,
oh God.
I mean, I told you so. How many
and Kenny
times?
tried to, you know, he said, I talked to him before, and I said, hey, you're gonna get lots of tit pics, but you know, just ignore him. Even I do, and I'm a gay man. I'm a 60-year-old gay man.
I know.
And I'm getting tits, bro.
I laughed so hard when he said that, because I mean, why do you send people pictures of your parts? I mean, really? Oh, okay. I mean, that's stuff you can't take back.
Oh my God. I just watched the newest episode of Succession. I watched it on HBO Max. It's such a good show if you guys don't watch it. I love it. One of the guys in it, played by Kieran Culkin, one of the sons, he accidentally sent his dick pic to his dad.
See what I mean?
When they were at a meeting. He's like, what kind of sicko are you? You know, it's pretty funny. But I've seen quite a few dick pics in my day, because it became a thing that people did in the late 2000s when I started comedy. And I've seen ones that were, you know, lots of unsolicited things going on. People like to send body part pictures to each other nowadays, but I would say it's all fine if you're both consenting to it. But if you just get it sent to you and you didn't ask for it, that's pretty that's pretty gross.
Well, you know, that has happened to me. No one has sent me a dick pic. Okay, nobody.
Did you get a badge pic?
I did not. But you know, we lease our cars, so Dad and I got this lease car. Okay, I'm just saying, and we're working on that radio on how to stream it to our telephones.
Were you naked?
Every time.
Oh, sorry.
Every time we turn it on, there's this one picture of two men, and the one man looks like he's going down on the other man. And so I said to Dad,
what?
How can we get this off of here? He goes, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how we put our phone numbers in. Yes. And it pops up all the time.
So when you go in your car and you plug your phone in,
so someone else
giving each other head comes up on your.
Someone else had the car before us, and they must have had this. It's a streaming thing, you know. It's like your favorite songs, that type of thing, whatever they call that. So this thing comes up, and it's a picture, and then the song comes up, and I'm like, what is this?
Well, maybe it's goes to the song that's playing. Are you listening to like
it does
something dirty? Are you listening to Face Down, Ass Up? That's the way we like to.
No, it is the song. I never played the whole song because I'm just trying to get the thing off of it. So I'm not understanding. I don't know.
This could be on Dad's phone, you know.
No, it's not on anybody's phone. None of our phones were hooked up to the thing, is what I'm trying to tell you.
What is it?
It is when you turn your radio on and you're looking for things to play.
Radio stations?
Yes, but you know how you stream something or whatever they call that?
Sirius XM?
Yes. And we had it for just a little while, and then it goes away. You know, they give you like, I don't know, 30 days worth of it. Then if you want to pick it up, you can. But this was on it when we bought the car. So we're both going,
so
what
is
is
it
this?
two naked men?
Yes.
You can see their genitals?
No.
Oh.
No, the one has it in its mouth, I'm assuming. I just don't know how to get it off.
Every time you turn on your Sirius satellite radio, you see fellatio?
I just don't get it. I mean, I said to Dad, what? This is weird. I don't understand this. He goes, either do I.
I would question Dad. I still would question him. Men are gross.
No, honey, would you just listen? We had this. Now, what's pony? Are you listening to pony?
Ride it, my pony, my
saddle. I'm trying to just put our phones in there so we get our phone calls through there. Anyway,
ride it, my pony.
I just don't understand it, and I can't, like, I try to delete or something, and it just keeps
back
coming
to the dealership and go, there is pornography on my Chevy. There is pornography on my Chevy.
That's what I should do.
I'm just going to give you a little advice. One time I got a granny porn virus on my computer, and it was,
what is that?
I turned on my computer, went to the internet, and there were grandmothers having intercourse. And
with grandfathers,
other grandmothers. It was a big elderly orgy, right?
Okay.
I went to work the next day, told some of my male coworkers, I go, oh my God, what happened? They go, who was the last person to use your computer? And I said, my boyfriend at the time, the one you hate, the ex. They go, he definitely gave you that virus. So check Dad. That's all I'm saying. It always leads back to a man.
It is not Dad. This is when we pick the car up. We got it home and we're trying to put our phone numbers in, and this popped up. And every time I see it, I think, is that what I'm seeing? Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. But how in the world, how in the world do I get rid of it? Oh, okay, I'm bringing up the dealership. Now, I don't have to tell the receptionist, do I?
This is why people lease cars. You get free porn, I guess.
I mean, I have never had this before, and I kept thinking to myself, what?
I love that you just keep going. I guess this is the way it is, Paul. Nothing can fix this. We're just gonna have to watch these dudes looking each other off the rest of our lives
until we bring the car back, and then they can think we're the messed up ones.
Until we hit 12,000 miles, whatever comes first,
I just didn't know what to do with it, and I haven't told anybody about it because it was kind of like, oh, this is weird. But
because they're gonna think if you bring it in, they're gonna go, these two boomers are into some crazy hippie stuff, Amy says, if you bring it back to the dealership, please film it so we can see what happens. Shane says, where can we find the Sirius channel? Nana asking for a friend. I'm sure it's the DSN channel.
I'm just looking.
Someone said Nicki Minaj. Was it Nicki Minaj's channel? Is it the WAP?
Honey, I don't know anything about this. I mean, I just know that we didn't want to pay the extra money for Sirius. What's it called?
Sirius. They're serious about their fellatio on Sirius satellite radio. Is it the Bussy channel?
I don't know what any of these things are. I just couldn't afford it, so I just let it drop.
Can you take a picture of it and send it to me, and then I'll blur out people's faces and we'll share it on social media. Is that okay? Is it people that used to own the car, or is it an ad? What song plays with it? Do you know? I
don't know. Every time it comes up,
you get nervous.
I don't know what to hit. I'm hitting door locks and I'm hitting the signal. I just don't want to see this on my radio. I just wanted to be able to use my phone.
Okay, we will. We'll look into this. Nana's fellatio Chevy. When you're driving in a Chevy and you're feeling something heavy, it might be Nana's Sirius XM satellite.
I just, and that's why I don't get that serious stuff. I don't get any of that. It's not serious. There's nothing serious. Casual sex. Casual sex on your dashboard. I like it. If anyone's going to have casual sex on their dashboard, I want it to be me. Okay.
Well, it's your car for now. It's leased. At the Rella says, Nana can't use a radio because there's porn on it.
And every time it pops up.
I wish This is when I wish pops up. This is when I wish I lived closer to you so we could go in and I could film you bringing back your porn car. You're like, I just wanted an SUV, not a dick sucking.
I know what is this? And at first I thought, I don't want to appear
sponsorship.
I don't want to appear so stupid. But when it popped up, I thought, what in the world? And I just kept looking at it going, oh, I'm seeing what I'm seeing.
Because at first, what did you think it was? You thought, oh, these guys are just smelling each other. He's just smelling his.
No, I mean, certainly I know what head looks like, but I just, in my wildest dreams, didn't see. I think I would see it on my dashboard. Okay, I'm
if Nana ain't giving head in her car, ain't nobody giving head in her car. If Nana ain't happy, ain't nobody happy.
Nobody happy. And then the kids are in the car, so I don't want them to.
Oh God, you just brought the joke down.
But when it popped up, and it popped up, and every time it does, I go, oh, not this again. What do I hit? Because we just figured out that GPS thing a couple months ago.
Well, I don't know if you did. You could just be following through a cervix. I don't know if you figured it out. I'm not sure.
We did. We figured out the GPS, but I mean, every time these two pop up.
These two guys, every time we go on a road trip, they go at it. These two guys, they get horny when we get.
I almost want to go out there now and take a picture, but I will. But it's I should say it's intermittent. Not every time I turn the car on do they pop up.
Nice. Oh, it's like a nice surprise. Like, hey,
well, it is. I mean,
we're S&D over here. Enjoy your day. I mean, worse things could pop up, I guess.
I just never in my wildest dreams thought. I mean, why? When you play a song, when you have that special thing, serious thing, does it show like the album cover or something?
Yeah, it'll show. So maybe it's an album cover of a song. I'll have to Google S&D album covers.
Album covers, because that's what I thought it was at first. I thought, oh, it's an album cover. And then I kept looking at it going, oh, I don't think so. I mean,
Is it Lil Nas? Do you know who Lil Nas is? Could be Lil Nas. Are they good looking guys? Shane would like to know.
Yes, I would have to say yes.
And now we've found out why Nana hasn't taken further measures to get rid of them. She enjoys it. And there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. Nobody, don't judge. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm a grandma and I just wasn't ready to see that on my dashboard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you haven't done anything to stop it. You're just like, hey guys.
No,
hey, have you named them? Have you named them?
Timmy and Tom.
Timmy and Tom. And we don't know about a spinner.
No,
thing. Okay.
We're good. I just know that they ride along with me.
They sure do get along right in your Chevy. So it's Chevy Equinox. Shout out to Chevy Equinox, where you not only get safety and a trustworthy automobile, but you get fellatio. Comes with free fellatio, free serious and free fellatio. So there you go.
I just thought, what in the world? But okay. I know. I mean, it couldn't have been, and it didn't hardly have any miles on it. So whoever was, whatever.
I'm gonna say it one more time. Check
your
husband's phone.
I am not going to check his phone. I know it isn't him, because when I explained this to him, he goes, "What now?" And I go, "Yeah,
they're good at playing dumb. They're good at playing dumb." Okay.
Oh, stop it.
Chevy Equinox for everybody. Okay. There we go. Well, that was a really fun segue, and some would say better than the entire tell-all.
I just, I started thinking about going, I wonder if I've ever mentioned this to Joleen. It's right up there with the clarinet. I mean, I wonder if I mentioned that.
Speaking of people who are most likely getting secret blowjobs, we have Areola's ex who joined the panel, and we heard, I'm sure we knew this, but we hear again that Areola was pregnant while still married to him because she just didn't come home from Ethiopia or something. I'm still confused by how their marriage ended, what's going on. And Benny was very much like, I don't like this.
Well, so is Benny confused. Benny just didn't get it either.
We're all confused. Apparently, she called her ex and wanted comfort when she got pregnant while still married with Benny's child because she's like, well, I didn't want to hurt his feelings, but he's also the guy I go to for all my problems. So when I kind of maybe cheated, but not really, because were we together? I don't know. I just didn't come home, but I got knocked up. I needed him to help me. This woman's self-awareness is about a 0. And I think this is just more reasons not to spoil your children. They will turn into cuckoo bananas, people who don't take others' feelings into consideration and think the world should stop for all of their issues, even when they cause them themselves, and it's causing pain on other people. It's crazy. It's so crazy that Areola thinks,
she just sat there like the little princess. She just sat there, and she loves the idea that they're almost fighting over her. You're not, honey, you're not all that, honey. And
well, Evelyn said she was all that. Evelyn was getting lady boners over. She's like, you look so good. You're so beautiful. Look at your body. Da, 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 da.
No,
like,
she wasn't all that. No.
We got it. She's all that and an ex-husband that comes to visit with bras. That's what she is, Nana.
Never should this ex-husband have come to their home and visited. Mm-hmm. He shouldn't be at the tell-all. Not at all. He did look better on the tell-all than he did when he visited them, don't you think?
He did look better.
I thought he looked better.
Mm-hmm. Maybe he just got a fellatio himself.
He could have, and he just cleaned up. But yeah, I don't think she's all that. She's all, I don't know.
Whatever. Her personality is what gets it for me. When we had a segment, their segment of her talking to his sisters. She's so much ado about nothing. The littlest inconvenience, the littlest thing. He has no proof he cheated. Now it's the sister's fault. She can't ever go back to Ethiopia. She's so calculated, and it's just yucky. And now there's this big divide with Benny and his family. He's already in the US. She's able to still talk to her ex, and Benny's like, I don't want him to talk to her. And the ex said, well, I don't her to say that.
I know. And then she just sits there and smiles. It's like, oh my God, just like the Cheshire cat. Is that it?
I don't know, but she walked out on Benny's sisters. It's a mess.
Who cares? I wish she would have stayed out.
Yeah, she's creating drama. Yeah. We find out that he got his visa. He's living in the US, and that she did, in fact, go with him.
I don't care about these two. I really don't. I mean, I love their little child. Beautiful, beautiful baby. What's the baby's name? Avi. Is it Avi?
The poor baby, And then we have the nanny who she says, she's my best friend. Benny loves her. And the sisters say, Benny hates her. And then she's like,
yes.
No, she has told me to stay when I wanted to leave. And when they do the clips of, even when it was on the show, of her talking to the nanny, you can tell the nanny's like, just give me my paycheck. It's one of those things where she's like, I love you. We're so close. We're best friends. And the nanny's like, let me show you how to cook so I don't have to do it. I just want to care for the baby. So she's just, I find Ari insufferable at this point. I can't.
Why is mom paying all these bills so she can live this life where she doesn't have to go to work and stuff? Stop it.
They've created a monster who is not taking accountability, responsibility for the issues she creates. She doesn't seem to care about other people's feelings. She needs everyone to love her, and she just takes, it seems. You can only take so much until,
I'm crossing them out on my sheet. And the boyfriend's name was Leandro. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't care for them. All right, let's go to somebody else. And you're right. She should not be communicating. Erin, you're right. She should not be communicating with him at all. Ellie and Victor. Oh my God, do they not have a storyline or what? They don't. I mean, she doesn't look happy. She does there, but I don't know why.
Nana, how dare you say?
I know. I'm sorry.
My favorite couple doesn't look happy.
And Steven,
he even cut his little beard. He's got a smaller beardy thing.
Ugh. No. And Steven said that's the most proper or something. How did he say it? That's the most clothes I've seen you wear.
No. He was talking about Evelyn.
No, 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 no.
Yes, he was, Nana. Yes,
No,
he was. He was not talking about her. He was talking about Evelyn.
oh,
No, it was Evelyn. He said it's the most, because the other lady never wears revealing clothes. Pizza Girl?
yeah, I thought maybe, okay.
No, it
Oh,
was
that makes,
Evelyn. And it
okay.
was so, this dude, Steven with a V, again, you suck. Never comment on what a
Yeah,
woman wears when you are the sluttiest slut that ever slutted on the face of the slutty earth.
I
Shut your
know.
mouth. Get a vasectomy. I cannot stand dudes like this. He had all the inappropriate comments. It was disgusting. As much as I don't like Evelyn, you should not have an opinion on what she wears, weirdo.
No, and
He's so
Corey,
fucking weird.
and Corey and her, they don't belong together. Corey,
Oh no, they're
and
miserable. Corey, go with Jenny.
go with Jenny. Even Steven said, go with Jenny. He's not alone
Mhm.
there. He's got Jenny, which he was trying to sling shots and stuff.
It's like,
Kenny
Steven,
did it in
you're an
a nice way.
embarrassment.
Yes,
An
Kenny did it
embarrassment.
in a nice way, you know, the way he say certain things to people. Steven tried to do that and it came out just
He's a
wrong.
dipshit. He doesn't care. He's a dipshit. Who doesn't cheat? Lots of people, you idiot. He's an idiot. He doesn't care about anyone's feelings. Him and Ari should be together. Even Ari thought he was an idiot. I even agreed with Ari, what she was saying about
That
his
was,
stuff.
yeah.
The fact that Steven has beautiful ex-girlfriends and now a beautiful wife just goes to show you that the world is unfair.
It is totally unfair because this woman was beautiful inside and out because
And
she's
what
trying
a
to
girl's
help her.
girl. What a girl's girl. When she was with him, he went to Russia and he banged 3 chicks when she said, you can have kind of an open relationship, just don't seal the deal with them. And he was like, I
Right.
can't help it. When he was saying the 9 women he's messaging with are just mistakes and the 3 hookups, and
Oh,
Ariola's like, 1 is a mistake. You continually doing this?
yes.
He doesn't give a shit. He
No,
has
he doesn't care.
no soul about this.
No, no. And he was just, I don't know. If I was her mother, I would be running over there and dragging her ass back home and,
This
trying
is
to
the
put her into some
guy.
kind of,
Ew. Ew. Not only a shitty personality, a
yes.
cheater, a liar, a hypocrite, someone who seems to be almost grooming women through religion and through their
Yes,
religious
just
trauma.
the worst.
You're disgusting. I can't. Dudes like this, we don't need to see on TV. We already see it enough in the real world with our politicians, with Hollywood people. Literally, he's gross. He's not funny. He's not cute. There's no redeeming quality about this boy.
I hope they don't pick him up.
They
And
will.
I'm not
They
going to
will.
watch it if
They
he's on
think we
something
think he's
else.
funny. They think because he carried cats to a wedding and he's got long hair and he shits his pants and he lives with mommy and daddy and throws his masturbation juice on the wall.
I
We
am
think
not-
that's funny. We don't. He forgets to brush
I'm-
his teeth. We don't think it's funny. He's
I'm
gross.
not watching anything he's on.
He's gross.
I'm not watching anything he's on. That's all I
He's
got to say.
gross.
Okay, who else you want to talk about? We just talked about a little with Ellie and Victor. Her friend came in and said,
Mhm.
Victor's a cheat and do you trust him? And then she couldn't even answer it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's
I don't know.
Just get buy him his bike and send him on his way. All he wants is the bike. He's just waiting for the bike.
I know. Give him the damn bike. Hurry. Give
Yes,
him the
Aaron, allegedly, we might see somebody.
Yeah, there you go. Steven will show up on
That's the
Catch a
vibes.
Predator
That's the
TV
vibes I
show in the
get.
future. Aaron, yes.
That's the vibes.
Oh.
People who work in television, I'm telling you, I need to get into casting because I would never cast. I know it's not, you get the network
it's so
on your
bad.
back too, but to cast a dipshit like this who's just creepy. We don't need more creepy men in television and entertainment.
No.
We have enough, Chris Cuomo. We have them all. Like, goodbye. We don't need you anymore, you weirdos.
I know. Now I get mixed up. Now is Chris the one? Is that the brother is the governor?
Andrew, yeah, they're all creeps.
Okay,
all
but what
creeps.
did Chris do? He just was
Google,
backing his brother.
Nana.
Okay.
Oh no, there's
all right.
more coming out now.
Okay,
So
all right.
I
thought he was just backing his brother, as most
people
people would. I mean, I don't know.
Creepy.
Okay. Jenny and Sumit.
I'll tell you what I wouldn't do. I wouldn't back my brother if he had multiple sexual harassment charges that women had on him. I wouldn't back him. I wouldn't back him. I wouldn't back him.
I understand what you're saying,
I wouldn't.
but I get them mixed up. Now, Andrew, Andrew
He was the governor,
governor,
dude. Mm-hmm.
and he didn't have a lot of sexual harassment suits against him,
Yeah, he
correct?
did. No, he
Oh,
did.
oh, he did. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
I guess my
He was
mistake.
a real perv. Remember when you worked at the Senate and those kind of guys call you into their office, touch you, do things, a very Bill Clinton vibe, you
Okay.
know,
Okay.
just those kind of things. Yeah, lots of very, very gross things. So, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But back to these two. Yeah, another guy who just cheats and he's like, "Hey, I guess I'm just gonna have to prove it through time that I'm not gonna cheat, but I'm telling you, Ellie, get him his bike, and that's that. Get him a basket. He wants that bike."
I don't understand how he thinks they can move to the island and everything will be great. It will take years and years and years to build that island back. You know?
He is, but did you see how thrilled he was to be in New York? He's like, "I never thought I'd be here." So I think
Yes. I think
they
he's gonna stay.
have a better chance of staying here. I mean, do they live here now? Because Amy's asking, where are Ellie and Victor living in the US? I don't know.
I don't
Maybe a little
know.
outside of New York.
That did surprise me though, because
Yeah.
he was in awe of the city. And I could understand that.
Yeah, he was. I mean, New York is that city, though. The first time you're there, and I know you've never been there, Nan, and I want to take you there so bad, but the first time you're in New York, it is like, I still get so excited when I go to New York. I know now, being older, I couldn't live there. I wanted to when I was younger, but I don't think I could live there now. But it is a magical, amazing city. It's just, there's just something about it. The first time I went there, I cried. Like, it was so cool. So I get it's something that, it's also built up, you see it in
Yeah.
things, and it's just like
Yes.
New York. There's nothing like in the US like New York, so it was very magical. Yeah, get him a bike and a basket full of pizza. And Aaron makes a great point.
Perfect.
So 4 out of the 6 couples cheating, you got Corey and Evelyn. Technically, they were on a break. I will give Corey
Whatever.
that. The one thing I do hate about Corey is he keeps lying to her. Just put it all out on the table or
I
dump her.
know, because she said she keeps finding out more things,
Yeah.
but they didn't go into the more things. They kind of
Well,
let you hang.
no, the more things are like what she keeps finding out with the show. Like, he did have feelings for Jenny. He liked her more than he thought. And now she saw these clips and it's very embarrassing. I
Is
think
that
she
what they're
said to
talking
her.
about when she said there's just more and more?
Well, that he
'Cause
like
okay,
loved her
all
and
right.
had deep feelings, and if he misses her, I mean, yeah, because she thought it was just a hookup, but no, they had this. And when they showed the clip, it was awkward because Jenny was like, "We had a
Very.
magical relationship," and I don't think Evelyn and Corey have ever had a magical relationship.
No, and I don't think she's not happy. And why didn't she stick to her guns and just not marry him? Come on. She didn't
Yeah.
want to be married anyway.
She was already married to him. Yeah.
Yeah.
When they had their wedding.
Right. No, but I'm saying even before that, she just didn't want to be married. And then all of a sudden, for him to stay,
Evelyn,
she married. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. It's just messy at this point. Those two are they're boring and messy. Mary B says she heard that Ellie and Victor are in Seattle and she was seen at her pizza place. That's a good thing.
Oh. Well, I just think she should just stay in the US, and if she wants them to stay with her, then work on that visa, but otherwise don't go back to the
What did you
island.
think of the siblings? So we have Evelyn's siblings, and then we have Corey's brother and sister-in-law. What did you think of this segment?
Why couldn't someone dress Corey's brother and sister-in-law for the show?
It looked like what you would think the people who, when they say, like when you see Book of Mormon, the play, when you go door to door, they
I
kind of
wouldn't open my door to these two. That's what I was just thinking. I would not open my door to these two. Have you heard the good word?
They look like Scientologists or something. I don't know.
just-
There's just something about this look. I don't know.
And I think they thought they looked pretty good. You know what I mean? You know that feeling when they first walked in, they kind of look around
a collared with a sweater, but it on both at the same time.
No. He had it buttoned up to here, and then she had that little doily thing going.
I do like a doily thing. I do like that, and she's wearing some docks. She's got some plaid pants. I would say for like out on, walking around in the city, but for the show, no, it doesn't translate that look very well. His look is horrible. Hers isn't bad, in my opinion. It's quirky, it's fun, but it doesn't translate well on TV. Maybe if she was doing stand-up or something.
I'm not sure what she was doing, but and then you go
They
to
did look
Evelyn's
like
sister.
siblings.
They did, yes,
They
Brooke,
do.
yes.
Some of these people get married and look like, I have friends who I'm like, are you in love with yourself? Because you and your spouse look related. It's like very
People say
similar.
after you've been with one another for a long time, you tend to take on that look. Do you think that's true?
I don't think me and Chell are ever going to look alike.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Yeah. No,
I
I
don't
just
know.
think people need to venture out of the neighborhood to find their love sometimes, because you could be related.
Yeah, they
They
did.
could be related.
Well, Aaron said that it does look outdated, and they do. They look like maybe they had gone through, and I
She looks
love,
like a hipster. He doesn't. She
yeah,
looks
no,
outdated. She looks like a hipster. They do look kind of like they escaped from a
no,
cult.
yeah. And the idea that Corey's
Bible
been there
salesman.
7 years, he said, and none of his family has visited.
That's shitty.
That's kind of sad. That's very sad. But then we have to take into consideration a couple of those years were pandemic years.
Just a couple though.
So now we got 5. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
But
So
what do
a
you
bit
think of
Ted
Evelyn's
Bundy-ish,
sister? Yes,
you
Shane.
know.
What do you think of Evelyn's sister? I mean, she was coming out of her dress, but besides that,
Fine. I mean, they were spicy, and then Corey's brother was spicy back to them. And he was
yeah,
spicy all around, and it seemed like Evelyn and the sister-in-law are just getting blamed for everything. And these two brothers, maybe they didn't have the storybook family thing they thought they did. If these women come between us, well, maybe it's you too. You know what I mean?
yeah. Take a look in the mirror. There's a reason you didn't.
Right?
You
Look
were
at your
able to
collar,
come to
bro.
You came to the tell-all. You couldn't come to the wedding. What? Okay. Anyway,
Something's up with his brother. When I saw him, I don't know a lot about Corey's family, but there's something with that brother. And Shane, the Ted Bundy-ish, that is a very aggressive collar for a man at a reunion. It's an aggressive collar, period.
well, it is. It's so 70s. You know, the long collar and stuff. That's so 70s.
Him and Steven are going to go send each other
Yeah.
dick pics after this. I think they'll send in each other dick pics. I do.
Maybe they'd like to ride around in my Equinox.
Your Equinox. This is the guy in your Equinox, I think. I don't know. It was
The gentleman was slim and trim that's standing in the Equinox. That's all I got to say.
Oh wow. Does he have a six
Okay.
pack?
You know where they show the muscles on the
Tummy.
right here? That's it. Not really, no. Kind of smooth.
Okay, very smooth. Got it, Nana.
He was
Love
smooth.
it. Yeah, so they really didn't come to any conclusion. The only conclusion we came to is that Evelyn's big mad. She doesn't know if she's going to make it with Corey because she just feels so betrayed. And Corey's like,
Well, she won't. She won't
Yeah,
make it. They won't make it.
it's not looking
Move-
very good. And
move
then
home,
speaking of
Corey.
making it, holy shit, this might have been
Oh.
the first tell-all that broke up a family, a couple that wasn't even technically on it, just was a part of the family. So we have Summit's brother and wife. Sean asks now, because Kenny's like, yeah, put yourself
Yeah.
in someone else's shoes. What if your
Right.
parents didn't like your wife? Would you not have married her? And we're all thinking he's going to say, no, I love her. And he goes, I wouldn't have married her. And she's like, oh, wow, I've never thought of it. I never thought you'd say that. You could tell she was kind of shell shocked. And he's like, mommy, I love you, mom. Like he was very, I love you, mommy. I'll do whatever you say, mommy.
It was bad. That was bad.
Trying to win position of best son and keep pushing Summit down. I mean, your wife is right there. She's right there.
Now, when I looked at him, he has a look of Elvis. Anybody else see it?
No.
He really does.
Mm-mm.
Oh yes. Look at his face.
Is it
He
his
has
pelvis?
a look. I'm not sure. We're not going back to the Equinox yet.
Nana's boning out over here.
But serious, he does. He looks like Elvis. Look at him right there in that picture. There's
Speaking
a
of
lot.
Equinox, was one of the guys Seth Marks, Meredith Marks' husband? Allegedly, was it? We don't know.
They weren't wearing a tracksuit, so I couldn't tell.
They didn't have the Brooke Marks stamp of approval. Brooks Marks. Amy says his wife was like, I don't know what to think. She didn't know what to think about that. I mean, this was a shitty answer. He could have answered this question so much better, but he wants to still. This is a family who's basically doing it for mommy. I think
Yes,
Kenny summed it up perfectly. At this point, it's cruel. It's 10 years in, and you've done everything you can do to break them up, put obstacles in the road, do all this stuff to Jenny. She's still here. Your son is still allegedly in love with her. I mean, he did take him forever to marry her, but they're still together. So
they
why
are.
don't we back up, mommy? But mom and dad are saying, oh no, even though you said if the astrologer says it's okay, it's okay. If we can live with her, it's okay. If she tries yoga, it's okay. If she sticks a hose up her nose, it's okay. If we are able to talk about her diarrhea, it's okay, but it's never going to be okay. And so it's like bullying is what we've seen
Well,
at this point.
that's exactly what it's been. And Jenny hung in there, which most people wouldn't.
No,
Most
it's
most
sad.
women would look and say, "This, I'm not putting up with this."
Mhm.
Wouldn't you think? I mean, seriously, I mean, there's so many men in the
I
world. Why'd
wouldn't
you have
have.
to go with this guy that's
I
not even
know.
backing you at all?
And
Okay.
again, another one where he's not worth it. He's not that into you and he's not worth it, but they are married now. And the mom
Yeah.
still, I mean, the mom is just, she's so mad. And I'm thinking, why don't you put some of
Yes.
that energy into your own marriage? Like, I know you think your son is so young and the shit, but he's getting older every year too.
Yes.
So
Yes.
just let him. So then
Yes.
Sean gives them the opportunity to, hi, tell them, do you want to tell mommy and daddy? Because you haven't told them yet that you're married. And Summit completely craps the reunion, craps the bed.
I couldn't believe that he didn't say something. Everybody was waiting for it. I watched Pillow Talk also on this same
Right?
episode. Everyone was waiting for it. And then when he said, no, I'd rather tell them, after he didn't tell them and they were off camera and they couldn't hear,
Mhm.
I would rather tell them face to face. Oh, well, wouldn't that have been nice to know? I mean, we wouldn't have spent so much time with you. We just wanted you to see the reaction from the parents. We know what the reaction is.
Look at his mom's face. This whole tell-all. I took screenshots. This was her face the whole time. The
Yes.
dad, I don't know what his deal is, but I mean, she's just big, mad 24/7. Jenny went in the yoga poses. She watched you and your husband put hoses in your nose.
I
She
know.
listened to your BS, and you come in and judge her house and her horribly, her horrible cleaning job and the rings on her coffee table. And even when she
Oh,
did have atomic diarrhea, you said, I don't believe you, prove it. And they
oh,
made her show the stains in the toilet. Like, it was just,
it was
they're
horrible. It was horrible.
so
And like
bad.
Kenny was saying 10 years. 10 years is cruel, and it is.
It's
Can we
cruel.
go back to that very last um thing that you had put up?
I don't know.
It was
What if
about
they
Elvis.
aren't actually married? Another of Summit's tricks. What if he took her there and he paid all of them and they're actors? It's kind of like how people think the moon landing didn't happen. It was all
Oh,
actors on a
please. Oh,
soundstage. What
yes.
if
Okay.
the marriage was on a soundstage?
Well, I hate to bring back that the person that you just had up was saying that she could see the Elvis in the forehead and the
Yeah.
lips and everything.
Mhm.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Della Ree. Smash that like, you guys. Smash that like. But they were just so mad. They're like, why can't you just live together in sin? Why do you have to make it official? I never thought I'd hear that from them. You would
No,
rather your son, like this woman, for some reason, Jenny wants this commitment. And I get it because
I do
I don't. I
too.
would have left by now. But at this point, she loves him. She wants to stay in India. She needs that. And she was like, we're married now. They can't kick me out of India.
That
So
was
I
pretty
understand.
funny. That was funny. And then
Yeah,
she
so
says, I can breathe again.
the only reason they're saying live together is because they know they can't live together forever because she'll get kicked out of the country.
Right.
So, like, just go do if doing yoga and shoving shit up your nose and having a clean house and doing all this perfect life you live is supposed to make you so happy, how come you're not happy?
Oh, she is miserable. She is a miserable person. And I,
Uh,
I had high hopes for her when the astrologer finally said to her, back off. They're going to be together.
yeah. Exactly, but she doesn't care. Natasha, thank you for the super chat. She says Indian mother-in-laws are crazy. I have personal experience with this. I have never
Thank
had
you,
an Indian mother-in-law.
thank
I
you, Natasha.
Thank you, Natasha, so much. Thank you for the super chat. I imagine there's every race, creed, religion, every
Oh yeah,
mother-in-law can be crazy for sure. But this one is, she's just put, your son has, it's been 10 years. You got to give it up.
give it
Give it
up.
up.
Oh,
Give it up.
please. She's not able to go to any of the family functions, not being able to welcome the new baby in. I mean, I'm sorry.
It's so
No.
stupid. It's
Jenny,
so dumb.
Jenny, good for you, but I would have left a long time ago.
I know, but Jenny's just like, we're married. And Summit, you big baby
Baby,
ball man, you are ridiculous. You should have. He's like, well, I got to tell him in person. You live down the street.
I
You could
know.
have told him
I know
already,
at any given time. Yes.
right? He just has an excuse for everything. He's just not a strong person. He's a disappointment.
Yeah. He
His
really
hair
is.
did look better though. I
Yeah,
thought.
he did. That did look better. And she looks happy. And I
Which
don't know
was
why.
I know. I'm like, Jenny, no, girl, but okay, whatever. It's your life, honey bun.
It's what
But
she wants. It's what she
holy
wants.
shit, all
If
that for him?
Yes, be afraid of what you wish for. Okay.
Yeah, never meet your heroes.
Yeah. Ta-da! Except for if it's Ron Howard. Okay. That I
Right?
understand. Oh my gosh, that's too
All right.
funny.
Who did we not talk about? Yeah, did we talk about everybody?
We did. We talked about Kenny and
We
Armando,
did.
Corey and Evelyn, Jenny and Summit, Biddy
Mhm.
and Areola. We had
God,
our,
all the
yeah, I mean,
areolas.
all the Areolas, Stevie, yeah, Stevie Nicks and Ellie and Victor. Yeah, we got them all.
Stevie Weavy. Look how
I
cute.
just,
Oh, how cute
yeah,
Armand. And
see,
I
isn't
got
he?
Armando and Hannah when she gave a little kiss
Oh,
on his head.
isn't she adorable?
I
Look at
was
that.
like, Hannah, you doll baby. She's a doll
She
baby.
is. She's so
Love
cute and
her.
so excited. And
Love
they would
her.
make wonderful, well, they make wonderful parents,
Mhm.
and certainly if they could, enjoy another baby and or
Yeah. I
adopt
wish they
a
would
child,
adopt
that would be
from the
great.
orphanage we saw with the children that had AIDS and HIV. I wish they would adopt children there. I think that it'd be such a wonderful, I know it's might, that's not necessarily what Armando wants, but for Kenny and Kenny's life and everything Kenny's been through to be able to create this beautiful home, and to have lost friends to this disease, so
Yeah.
many, and then to be able to now give home and everything to these kids with HIV and AIDS. It would be so beautiful for their overall, not like story on the show, but story in life. I wish they could, but it's like, why did you take us there if you never had the intention of
Well,
doing
they
it?
weren't sure, and they're still not
Ugh,
sure, but I had never
ugh.
heard that with uh, Armando's Mexican culture. I'd never heard that
That's what he
before.
said.
Well,
Yeah, I'm
that's what
not
he
sure.
said. Yeah,
Maybe it's just his family, the area in Mexico he lives in. I don't
it could
know.
be. It could be.
I'm not sure, but it's like, there were all those beautiful kids.
So it was, the tell-all was, okay.
It would be full circle,
Stephen was
Jenny.
just like, oh, I know it would be.
Steven is the
I just,
biggest
I,
dipshit I've ever seen on TV
I,
since Big Ed. Big Ed is engaged.
oh,
That
please.
idiot.
Oh,
I
please.
mean, TLC,
Oh,
can you
please.
stop with some of these people?
That's
You
what I
have a
mean.
huge franchise. We don't need Big Ed. Put it in the chat if you're a Big Ed fan. I guarantee it will be hard pressed to find one. No, and people
No,
don't even enjoy hate watching him because he's an
no.
asswipe with serious allegations against him. And then we got Steven, who just is yuck. He's the
Well,
definition of yuck.
he just has these sexual urges, honey. And
Why can the ladies you're with can't have rosé, but you can show your wiener and tell women that you're not with what you're gonna do with your tongue, and you can have sex outside of marriage, and you can drop loads everywhere you want, but women can't drink wine. And then you made her read the Book of Mormon. I'm imagining, I've never read the Book of Mormon, but the Bible, and that's a long book. If you make me read a long book to be with you, first of all, I'm not going to be with you. Second of all, how disappointing. He took all
Yes.
the time to
Yes.
convert to his religion. And also, can we talk for a minute? Maybe, I don't want to get too crazy here, but maybe having such stringent restrictions on people's sexuality in certain religions, or most religions, is the reason we get these sexual deviants, is because they're never able to express themselves. Or in your 20s is when if you want to have a threesome, you could go have a threesome. You know what I mean? But now you got these people that are like, my religion says I can't, go have intercourse with someone I'm not married to. But they're still doing it. Like, you hear, there's so many instances of like those preachers and stuff who are like, straight sex is the best sex. You see these corny ass white guys and old dockers, straight sex is the best sex. Sex with my wife is the best. Well, then why are you doing blow on a male prostitute's ass? You know what I mean? If straight sex is the best sex and then you're giving them money, I mean, there's just so many restrictions on sexuality.
Yes.
And
yes,
I think
totally
a lot
agree.
of, then you get these guys that are like, I just want to express myself. Well, maybe if you would have like taken more time to get acclimated to the world and people and learn about people and not told that touching your wiener was something bad, you would just do it like a healthy person in the privacy of your own home, and you'd have, relations with people, and you wouldn't have to lie to people and break their hearts because, my religion tells me I can't do this, but you're not following anything your religion says.
Not at all. You're picking and choosing.
Oh, gosh.
Picking and choosing what you want to believe. Okay, good for you.
Thank you, guys. No big Ed. No big Ed. Yes, F big Ed. F big Ed. F Steven.
Yes.
F
not watching anything that Steven's in. If they want to keep pushing Steven down our throat, I'm not interested.
No, does TLC have HR department? Seriously. You're just asking for trouble with Big Ed. He's a liability.
Well,
and
so
Steven looks like one too.
So is Steven. Yes.
Oh my gosh. If you want like health, I know I can't speak for people and their beliefs and things, but if you have these urges, take care of them with consenting adults and don't bring other people into it like a marriage or relationship if you just want to sprinkle your dingle everywhere. If you want to sprinkle in ladies, make sure you're not married or in a relationship and it's consenting with the lady. How hard is that?
If you had these, what is this hair doing? Does anyone know? It's just kind of crazy tonight. If you have these urges, meet me in my front seat of the Equinox and I will show you these pictures. Okay. All right. Real nice.
Seriously. Oh my gosh. Let's see what you guys are saying. DGF said, I find Steven disturbing. Not fun to hate watch. No fun to hate watch indeed. Alina is playing with fire. Steven will jeopardize her fertility. Hoeing around the world. Yeah, he's got hoes in different area codes. He's the biggest hoe of all. I
know. And then you know they're not practicing safe sex. I'm sure that's highly doubt that
he picks and chooses what he wants. Because if you put a condom on, then it's really happening. But if he closes his eyes and ejaculates quickly, which I'm sure he does he leaves every woman unsatisfied. That's what he's giving us. Then it's not against his religion. You know what I mean? It's like those guys, if I close my eyes and pretend it's woman, it's not gay. It's still gay. You're gay. It's okay. Gay is great. Just so many problems. Some of these people aren't even fun to hate watch. Steven's exactly one of them. He's not fun to hate watch.
Some of us have real problems in life, not this. Like just turning on your car, you're going to go up to Cub Foods and you feel dirty doing it.
I bet it's Steven. He probably hacked into your Chevy Equinox.
I'm going to check.
Doesn't like that we don't like him. And he hacked in there.
Well, I'm so surprised I haven't shared that story with you already because it's been bothering me now that we've had the car since May 8th of last year.
Right? It's like, of course, we want to watch messes on these shows. Yeah. But there's a point where it's like bordering on predatory, and then with the big Eds and stuff, it's not fun. It's not even fun to hate watch these people. But
true story.
But I do think this next season, Nana, of The Other Way, I'm just being hopeful. I think it looks better. I'm kind of excited for it.
When does that start?
I think it's the other way. Whatever the next season of Pillow Talk, it starts probably this week or next week.
Oh my gosh. How many will we be watching then, honey? Help me with this.
Just one.
90 Day.
190 Day, and then we're watching OC and
Orange County.
Salt Lake on Fridays for Married to Bravo.
Okay.
Mhm.
County. So I have to watch Salt Lake tonight because that was on Sunday. Yes, I got to make my notes.
I gotta finish that too. Yes, we have more people watching than likes. Come on, 16 people that need to hit the like. Hit the like for me and Nana, if anything, for the Equinox story.
That's right. Come on, guys.
Before the 90 days. Sorry. Before the 90 days is the new season starting.
Oh, it
and
is.
We got some new characters. We have a woman who says she's obsessed with, I don't know if it's Japanese culture. I'm not sure.
Oh, not that one. Really?
Yeah. And she said she found a guy. Okay, we're going to watch it. But also, like, there's a fine line between cultural appropriation. Ask Gwen Stefani. She's being questioned about it now. But also, we have a guy who's like, we're very different. It's like, you're not that different. She's just a little person. It's not that different.
Okay, that's the one we're going to be watching. And this gal that likes the Japanese,
I don't know if it's Japanese culture. I don't know if she said Asian culture. I don't know what she said.
She said Japanese.
She did say Japanese.
Yeah, she did. And then she's out in her front yard with this dummy kind of doing chop suey stuff to him. So
I think she's a LARPer.
Is that close?
Maybe she's not a LARPer.
Is that close to a Catholic? What is that?
Yeah, it's close to a Catholic.
All right, what is a LARPer?
LARPing is like those live action role playing people that go to parks and stuff.
Okay.
It's fun though. They like to do it, whatever. But she looked a little LARPy or cultural appropriator. I don't know which one. We'll see if she's into LARPing or cultural appropriation.
Too many new words for Nana. I just got to find out what's happening with that car.
Thank you, DGF, so much for the super sticker.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
When you guys Friday, we'll be recapping Salt Lake City and Orange County Housewives on Bravo. So we'll be doing that right here Friday at 5:30. Same bat time, same bat
channel.
Same bat channel. She's into cosplay. Cosplay. You dress up.
Costume play kind of
like Comic-Con type stuff, cosplay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we'll see. It could be interesting. Right now, I have hope, but I don't have a ton of faith in the TLC casting and producers because they really, I guarantee they thought Steven was we got the guy that's gonna bring it. And they thought for sure. And we're no.
He brought it to too many. Okay.
He brought it. Yeah. He dumped it in too many. That's what's going on with him. Salt Lake City was hysterical. I watched the beginning of it. Oh my God. Mary Cosby allegedly, she buys people off because it looks like she was buying off the Salt Lake City housewives. So, and more stuff came out later, but I didn't finish the episode. So I have to watch it.
Yes. I have to watch the episode. Looking forward to that one. I thought maybe I'd watch it tonight. I did take a nap today. I didn't think I was going to be that tired, like I said, but I sure was. I did, unload my suitcase and all the goodies and stuff. And I found my ornaments you bought me, and I can't wait to put up my tree to put the ornaments on there.
I'm excited. Will you, when you're done decorating your tree, will you take a picture of your big tree and the Treetopia one I got you? And then we can post it for everybody to see on our next live, and I can put it on social media. Which, Nana, have you figured out? I know when you were here, I was helping you with your Instagram, but since I'm not here to help you, are you able to figure out your Instagram?
No, but thank you. I've only been home a day. So no, I haven't.
Okay. And if you guys, I'm going to share Busy's thing real quick because Busy's actually doing a really cool thing tonight. And after this, I'm going to try to hop over there.
Oh, okay.
He has a Busy Care. So he is raising money for the, I forget the, what's the charity called? It's the one, the reality stars, like the Hearts. What is it called? I forgot. Oh, damn, Joleen, you dumb. Okay, it's Hearts of Reality. Sorry. So every year, the people we watch on our reality shows, like our CBS shows, they go to this event in Florida, and it's for like childhood diseases and children. I don't know if it's children with cancer, things like that, but like sick kids, so it's helping Hearts of Reality, and they're raising money. I gave to Busy. You can send it to his Cash app. So as you can see right here. Let me show you. He's live right
Yeah,
now.
I'd
We
like
can
to see it.
peek in on Busy Blue. Nana, should we peek in? Because I don't think he'll copyright strike me. So here's Busy. You guys go to his channel. So there he is.
There he is.
And
Hi,
he's
Biz.
here with so Tiffany. This is Tiffany from Big Brother this past season, who was one of my favorites. Ozza, one of my favorites. Braden is from BB Can. So Ozza and Tiffany are both from this season of Big
Okay.
Brother BB23. We have Braden from BB Can. He got second place this past season. Jessica Milagros, who we love, one of the few people you can actually like from BB21, and then Ovi as well from BB21.
Okay.
And so how fun. It looks like they're having a great time. We can't hear can you hear what they're saying? I can't hear.
No, I cannot.
I don't think
Busy
I
always
shared.
looks like he's having a good time, you know?
Yeah, so they had questions. They're all raising money for Hearts of Reality.
That's wonderful.
So definitely go support Busy's channel tonight. Well, every night, but while he's doing this, and then he asked me to co-host with him, but I'm like, I can't skip 90 Day with Nana. It's my
Busy,
Nana time.
that would be a no.
We can't skip. Nana will kill me, even if it's for the kids. But I think I might pop in there.
Yeah,
later.
no, that would
but
be good. That would be good.
It's a good thing. I think he raised like $300 so far or more. So that's huge, you know. Huge,
That's wonderful.
huge.
Yes.
So we will remove this from the screen, but go support Busy Blue over there. Tell him Jolene's, everyone put in the chat right now. Let me see if I can see it. Be like, Joleen told us to come over here. And let me see if anyone's listening, be like, Joleen sent me. And then they'll be like, who the hell's Joleen? And only Busy and Jess will know. And let's see if you guys are doing it. I'm following up and looking.
All right. I like it. I like it a lot.
Well, Nana, I miss you. Can you come back?
Honey, I just had such a good time with you guys.
Your hair looks great.
You know, I really do like it. It's kind of
She did a great
blending
job.
better. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
blending nice. And I just want to say thank you again. I had just a beautiful time with you guys. And I am going to be working on myself. I'm going to jump ahead before the January 1st. Let's do something different.
Me
And
too.
I'm going to start going to the gym this week.
I'm proud of you, Nana.
Well,
Thank you, Etherella. She wrote Jolene.
Oh, that's so nice. The dad's going. So I said, you know, I'm going to jump in too because our health insurance pays for it. So why not? You know,
Yeah.
we have additional health insurance besides Medicare that we pay for.
Mhm.
And they cover that because they figure, you know, then they won't be, you know, if you kind of try to stay healthy, they won't be paying some hospital bills. That's how I look at it. So
yeah,
I'm going to try.
I'm trying to too. I gotta get doing something here because
I just ate like crazy when I was at your house, and I was eating like crazy before I left for California. And I just have to, if you're going to eat like that, Eileen, you have to kind of get it. You got to move. You got to do something. You can't just do this. You sat at a desk for 34 years and
and there's an age too. Now we're at the age we can't eat whatever we want. Some people can never eat whatever they want. I had years where I could eat what I wanted, but those years are long gone.
I never had that. God love you.
I think it's because you guys made me, I was always super active and shit and just like.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Lucky
I mean,
for a little bit. But thank you guys for putting it in the chat. I'm looking and the people are saying, Joleen sent me, Joleen sent us. Yay, yay, yay.
So I'm going to go back out to the car and when it gets daylight, and I'm going to turn it on and see if I can't get a picture of those two and why they're in my Equinox.
Nana, please do that.
I will, because it just pops up with no warning. So
we have to see the man love in your Chevy Equinox.
Maybe it is an album cover. That's what I always kept thinking. Then I kept looking at it going, I don't know. Okay.
I think you were like, oh, Paul, let's leave it. They're just having a little bit of fun.
Just have a little bit of fun.
Someone should be having fun in here. Oh, and he's like, oh, good.
I could see it if it's I could see, stop it. I could see it if it was a Chevy van. I could understand.
Yes.
But Chevy Equinox, come
that's
on.
for hiking, not for fellatio. Come on, guys. All right. I'm so glad you shared that story. We look forward to our next blowjob story from our dear Nana.
Thank you,
Friday.
Guys.
So yes, you guys, make sure you head over to Busy's channel now. Tell him I sent you support. Debsy tried to Google it, but all I could come up with was an article. Is your rental car spying on you? Is the other guy in it dad? Is it dad? Is it dad?
No, honey. These are two.
Damn it. I wanted a gay dad. I'm sorry. I have
sorry.
wants. I have wants. Okay.
Okay. Everybody has wants. Everybody has needs. Just ask Steven. Okay.
Right. Producer Linda. Yeah. Everyone has needs. Producer Linda says, don't pick up the hitchhiking nun. Is that from something?
I don't know. Linda.
Producer Linda's on the pipe. She's on
Linda,
the pipe.
are you on the pipe again, baby girl? I love you. I love you.
All right. Love you guys. Thank you so much for all your comments, super chats, your likes, just being a part of the Lean team. We love you so much. Now, everyone,
Yes, we sure do.
Go in peace to your own.
Go in peace. Go in peace to your equinox.
Bye.
Bye, guys.